Okay, so I've never made YouTube videos before, but I wanted to share something that I could not find. So I got this year 2000 SEADOO GTX with a 951 engine, and basically I completely rebuilt it. So got new fuel lines, got rid of those old tempos. Basically the whole hull was flooded with oil because there was a crack in the oil tank. And yeah, so got the seats reupholstered. I completely rebuilt the jet pump, and basically I've taken this whole entire thing apart completely. Now, the only thing that I could not figure out was what goes here. Now, there's a intake grate that goes over here. Now, when I received this SEADOO, and basically what happened was I looked under here and I saw that there was two pieces of metal right over here and a glob of silicone on top and this stuff right here. So I saw a little bit of damage. I figured they took this thing off, but if you look in here, there's a wide open area to an impeller. So I got a intake grate off of eBay for like 30 bucks. I'm like, okay, but what about the hardware? So this is where I got stuck. First of all, finding out what kind of bolts these are, and second of all, how to get them out. Now I do see some sealant around here, and basically I take this as the 3M 4200, I think. And basically I went ahead and started drilling these out. Now, it's not the best job, but as you can see, the holes are good. Now, if you look closely, I don't know if it can focus on here. It's pretty horrible. That right there, a piece of metal. So there is a metal plate inside of the layers of fiberglass in here. So what I did was I drilled a hole through the stainless steel, which was a fight of its own. And this is what I got out. So as you can see, kind of missed maybe a little bit, but it did the trick. These bolts, I tried hammering them out with a punch as hard as I can, and it didn't work. Right, so the other side of this bolts is right here. You see the carbon seal, but here's the holes for those two bolts. Now, there's globs of silicone that looks like that right there. That's something else, but you can see it's holding it down. So basically, I drilled these out. Now, I went online and started looking, and they told me that it was M8. It's not. It is M6. So as you can see, I got an M6 rod right here. So when I went down here, I tried to test it because I only had one insert left, right? So that's another thing we got to fix, but it does thread in. It's all perfect. So I will be going back to Ace Hardware, returning all of my M8 stuff and getting M6. Now, how long are those bolts, right? I haven't received the intake grate yet, but I did measure something out. So it was right here. So how do I put this? So basically you have the bottom of this nut is the top of the inside of the hull, and then the top of this nut is the bottom. So this right here is the hull distance. Well, hull thickness, sorry about that. So that's about 1.5 inches from the top of this nut to right over here. Basically, what I'm telling you guys is It's not M8, it's M6. And if those bolts are stuck in there, they're probably threaded through that metal plate. So you're not knocking them out. You got to drill. And I highly suggest that you get a cobalt tipped drill and have a very steady hand. And don't drill sideways. If you do drill sideways, I think it's not an issue. You could just widen up that hole, make it a little bigger to an M8, and then you can upgrade your bolt size to an M8. Use stainless steel. Oh yeah, and for the insert, so I found this at Ace Hardware, right? It's like an insert threaded, and this was not in a metric section. This was actually in a different one. I'll update you if I have another one, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a M6 so I can take some marine epoxy and shove that in there on the other side, or I'll just end up doing like a through bolt to the other side and kind of clamping everything down. But there's 4 bolts that hold this intake grate in place. Yeah, so tomorrow when I get it, basically, we'll see. But if you guys got any questions, my extent of knowledge on this thing is what to do with the oil pump, how to get off this carbon seal. I pulled out the engine, I pulled off the exhaust pipe, I pulled off the carburetor, we built the carburetor, I changed out the choke cable, I cleaned out these rave exhaust valves, what else did I put in a battery maintainer, a little Noco Genius 2, I think. Yeah, Genius 2D. New battery. I know about these Baylor tubes. I know how to rebuild the jet pump. Pulling out, cleaning, you know, the entire fuel system. Changing out all of these hoses. I did use Oedeker clamps, or however you say it. So I try to keep everything OEM. I got some 2-stroke oil. This is the only one that SEADOO recommends. It's called 2-stroke engine oil for injection. I changed out this thing too, because this was all rusted out. Basically, I'm going to be repainting the trailer too. What else? Completely disassembled everything up here too. So if you guys need any help knowing how to take stuff off, there's a free manual online about this whole entire thing. So that's where I learned. But there's some things that are not in there. So if you guys have any questions, you know, leave a comment and yeah, let me know. But I'm glad to help some people out because I had a fight with this thing.